Hey y'all, what's up? My name is Mizzle. You watching my channel, Mizzle 14, and I'm back doing the Traitors season 3 review of episodes 4 through 6. I did 1 through 3 2 weeks ago, so if y'all want to watch that, please go on my channel and my playlist. It should be under the Traitors and watch that. And it's another podcast style kind of review, and that means I'm gonna be behind the screen. So I hope you hear me and enjoy this review. I have a lot of things to say about this season so far, and I'm gonna tell you that now. This season 3 is one of the freaking close to one of the dumbest faithfuls ever. Now, we did have another season and another show that had the worst faithfuls, but this is getting close there. If they're going to keep going like this is going to be close neck to neck to the Australia season of freaking faithfuls. Because I'm not understanding how we have clear, hear me out, clear evidence of some traitors, and y'all people are overlooking it over just because y'all want to go over y'all mindset of how traitors should be, how they should act, how their personality going to be, and whatnot. Instead of looking at someone's personality, because that's not a clear indicator of someone who's a traitor or not. Because if y'all think if it was good, y'all would be getting the traitors. But no, y'all playing horribly. So y'all just start thinking about the facts and the fact that this recent episode, Derek gave us a clear and factual truth about Boston Rob being a traitor, and y'all still overlook because Wes took upon himself and make a little threat to y'all, and y'all went over the edge with that and used that. Now, should he have said that? No. But I don't think that was enough to override the facts. But it seems to me, based on y'all faithfuls, that was enough to override the fact. Because, yeah, he threatened me. He threatened me. So freaking what? Because if y'all think about it, Boston Rob was threatened by Bob the drag queen saying he even said the name. He just said, if you would think about it, one of the 3 people could be the traitors. Now he undercutly put a target that one of the 3 could be the traitors because one of the 3 new guys was a traitor, which was Boston Rob, who was part of the crew with the drag queen. So indirectly, yes, but he never really said a specific name for Boston Rob to come after him like that. And then the fact that y'all didn't use that, and Derek said that, it's like that thing was a clear indicator that Bob the Dragon, if we knew he was a traitor, he would know another traitor. And he didn't vote nobody else's name. He voted his name and gave y'all out. He gave you a meal ticket and that y'all didn't use it. So the fact that yes, I'm agitated because I was saying, yo, I love the traitors, but I need some faithfuls to start thinking with their brains and stop thinking with just emotions. Because y'all playing stupid. I know what's going on with y'all. Didn't get out your ass, you're behind, and stop fawning over Boston Rob because he helped you with your theory. And why he so strongly knew that he was going to get Bob the Drag King out. Can you think about that? But let's get into it because we got a lot to say. So the traitors had to meet together. Instead of meeting at the pulpit, they had, or the culprit, whatever, the pit, they had to meet together at this bookcase and write down 3 names to go in the coffin. Now, a traitors could put themselves in the coffin, but it had to be 3 names to be in the shortlisted to get murdered. And then the traitors had to later on put the nail to the coffin to the person they want to murder. All right? So this is what it is. So we all know the traitors at this point was Bob the Drag Queen, Danielle, Carolyn, and Boston Rob. So they was going down. They say the names, whatever it is. Now, as they finished, they was getting out. Now, Dylan, one of the girls, I think Chriselle, said she overheard someone. Now, Gabby said she overheard somebody. When there was someone coming out, she said she overheard Danielle's voice coming out the private room. Now, who would be in the private room having secret meetings? And y'all wonder what's weird, and you mentioned Danielle, but that's it. Nobody would go with that theory. Because somebody debunked your theory later on. But you could have used that in your brain for whatever. So Dylan saw it open, and then he went inside. He said, "Yo, something different here." Now, mind you, the freaking camera kept putting that the freaking rest in peace box, that was right in that corner. I don't think he knew what was in that room and what was changed, but the fact that it was sitting right in front of his face, that he couldn't then realize that it's a rest in peace box right in front of him, coughing, right in front of his face. He didn't look up and see it, so he said, "Oh, whatever." It was too late. He realized it was too late. Now Sarah was in there with them, and I think Diane saw them. She was just like, "Oh my gosh," just like that. So that's besides the point. The Traitors shortlisted 3 players, which was Jeremy, Nikki, and Sierra. Now Jeremy, at this point, he on to Danielle, and he said if he stay around, he could try to work his magic to try to get Danielle out. But at this point, the survivor players are going left and right. They eliminated Tony. We already know Carolyn is a traitor. Boston Rob is a traitor. So they both survivors there. And they got rid of Tony. And the survivors were supposed to be working together. But they got that out the way. That didn't happen. Jeremy, Nikki, and Sierra said they all not playing around. They're gonna come full force. They'll come full force and coming at the Traitors because they upset they got picked to be in this coffin. So they all had to plead their case and why they should stay. Now Robin because Robin's another one who was very vocal but don't really got nothing. She really was giving towards anybody. She didn't have no clear theory. She just saying things. So Robin think that Jeremy and Nikki could be traitors. Now, at this point, they say that traitors could be part of the box. So the faithfuls was gun-ho thinking that a traitors was in the box. But they never thought about another possibility that a traitors could not be in the box. So because of that, they was narrowing their focus on the people who was left in the figure box, was Sierra and Nikki. So from there, they've been going back and forth that Sierra and Nikki could be the traitors because the traitors could put themselves in there and they could throw us off and thinking that they won't put themselves in there. But also, it's not a possibility that none of the traitors didn't put themselves in there. They was all 3 faithfuls. Y'all didn't think about that. But y'all was gonna hold on with that. Whatever. So Gabby heard Danielle's voice through a private room, secret room. So she was like, "Oh my gosh, that could be something," because the traitors had to meet together. Whatever. But they said they had to. Do y'all want to bring it up both case? Now, at this point, I would have told them no, don't bring it up. See, that's what I'm saying. Y'all do a lot of loose lips in this show, which I don't understand why. If y'all need to reveal every freaking thing, I know y'all try to get people on your side, but sometimes you need to use your things and your facts to yourself and blindside these people. Whatever. So Robin brought up the bookcase. Dylan they said that somebody mentioned the bookcase was open and they went in there and took a look into it. And Bob said he did the same thing. He took a look into it and everything. He mentioned Danielle. So at this point, Gabby was like, "Oh, well, I guess that's what it is. Just my deal with," because she was thinking so hard that she maybe was onto something, which she was. Because she believed that the theory that, oh, somebody mentioned that the bookcase was open and we done that. I said, no, you stepping on to it, Dylan, that it was open out of nowhere. Because that doesn't say any other time that bookcase don't be open. And they left it wide open. So, whatever. So at this point, everybody in breakfast, and we come to find yeah. Breakfast, they had to do the coffin, and then breakfast comes, and we find out Jeremy got murdered. And it's like, I don't like that they killed Jeremy because it was no necessary to kill Jeremy because he was no threat. Whatever. Now Danielle, I guess he got wind that Jeremy was on to her. So she was like, you know what? Listen, they get Jeremy out because he was on to us anyway. He was a smart player, so he could put pieces together. So we had to get him out. Whatever. So Kevin didn't like that Jeremy was killed, and because of that, it was a plan to have Sarah and Nikki to be on the radars, meaning that Sarah and Nikki will be like the shield of the actual traitors to make the other faithfuls think that it could be any one of them being the traitor. Now Tom is throwing out things out there because Tom is whack. He wastes the time, wastes the space, thinking that Sierra got recruited. So further along the lines that Sierra was in the thing, but I would say recruitment this early, no. So West suspect Nikki. Because West was going home. Because yes, he had this mindset when he convinced by someone that he bring it up and he had strong convictions and he put it up in the wine table and people start looking at to it and start getting his loyalty towards him like he's conventional. But I said, West, sometimes you so narrow minded too with your convictions. But he suspected Nikki. Now Dylan is still at the Bob, the drag queen. And I was like, and Dylan's on to it, but he don't have any factual evidence or anything to come at the Bob yet. Because he got chewed up last time. However, Bob the Drag Queen was playing a freaking chaotic game that put suspicious to himself. So none of the traders so far has been doing a really good job of staying on the radar, except for Karen. Danielle made some little slip ups. Boston Rob did that thing to Bob the Drag Queen. We're gonna talk about in a minute. That could put a talking in the back, but somehow a lot of these freaking faithfuls got blinded and just turned a different way. They just act like they ain't seen none of that happen. But whatever. So Dylan's on to Rob, but he had to put the two pieces together. So they had this mission coming up soon. They had a mission where they had to 45 minutes to assemble a piece. They had to carry up the hill, and they had 10 pieces, and I think 18 players. And if you assemble the pieces with the head attached to it, whoever the name that's attached to the head will get shielded from murder. So they have to figure out who it is. And then once you get all 10 pieces, you get $20,000 put in the prize pot. So they was able to be successful with that. And Devin wants to help others so he can protect himself from banishment because he can look like he's a team player. So people will not come after him. So that's a good thing. Now, Bob H had a hard time with the challenge. He was stopping every freaking every minute. It was so difficult for him, and people had to help him and help him and help him, and he had to keep stopping, keep stopping. So they had put names up there, but most of the guys was putting their names up there without putting no females up there because they was racing up the top and putting their names. I said, "This is what it is." So we had Tom, they had Bob H, they had Bob Drag Queen, they had Brittany, they had Danielle, they had Chriselle, they had Dolores, West Dylan, and there was somebody else the name I didn't get that was part of the 10 that got shielded. But they was shielded for the murder, but not for banishment. So you can still get banished even though you got a shield. Now, before everybody split, Bob the Drag Queen mentioned this statement, and this how led Boston Rob to go after Bob the Drag Queen because he felt like he was targeted. Even though he didn't specifically say anyone's name, the fact that he made a part of himself to be a mission to go after Bob the Drag Queen was something. And he went to Dylan to try to use Dylan to help Dylan get Bob out. So because of that, Dylan could see him as he's a faithful and be blindly loyal to him and get him to the end and he could get eliminated. Now, Dylan, if you don't wake your behind up, you pissing me off too. Because after he helped you with this person, now you just ain't thinking about nobody else. You're not using your brain. You just going after what Walter Rob was saying. He come with nobody else theories. And getting it wrong ever since. So Bob the Drag King said, one of the new guys that one of the heads should be one of the three new guys, because if not, then people gonna think that they are a traitor. So while he say that, Bolsonaro is using him. He using this as a way to get at the Bob the Drag King because he felt like he was targeted and he was upset and his name was brought up. Because yes, he was one of the three guys, but you was 33%, 1/3 of the percentage of being the person that he was mentioning. He didn't mention no names. So the fact that you took upon yourself that you was personally but hurt by it because you know you was a fellow traitor. So you took up a mission to come after him. Because he felt like he was upset that Bob threw him under the bus. I said, Bob didn't throw you under the bus specifically. He said a statement, but it wasn't you specifically, but you took it upon yourself. So now because of this going to make the other traders not trust you because they didn't feel like you was going to blindside someone, and they kind of got off guard because of it. So Boston Rob will help other people. Boston Rob will help other people go after Bob the drag queen. Now, West thinks Sierra should go after Nikki because maybe Nikki will go after Sierra. So it's going to be this little tug of war between these two. And that's that. So Boston Rob told Carolyn and Danielle that they would have to go after Bob the drag queen. Now, Danielle is not with it. She said she's not with the coming at the Bob the drag queen, but she said let's go after Nikki because at the end of the day, the faithfuls are looking at the Nikki or Sierra. So if we go after one of those two, it'd be better off. We should not come after our own because at this point, it's an easy person who could go get banished because it could be one of those two. So go after Bob the drag queen is not be helpful. It should be one of these two to come out. But they're gonna see how it goes because if the banishment going, and a lot of people is thinking going towards the direction of Bob, they had no choice to go in the direction because they would put suspicion to themselves and they go against the freaking group. Even though sometimes they be doing even though sometimes some of these faithfuls be doing throwaway votes, which I don't understand why y'all be doing that, but whatever. So banishment happened. West believes Nikki is a traitor. So Robin said we need some concrete evidence. Okay. Y'all want concrete evidence, but when concrete evidence is presented to y'all don't believe that. Okay. So Devin believes Sierra is a traitor. So Boston Rob interrupted him. He said, listen. He said, your eyes is blinded. And somebody be puppeteering this whole thing, is orchestrating this whole people and using y'all to his benefit. And that person is Bob the drag queen. Bob the drag queen was so taken aback and so shocked that Boston Rob was said his name because Boston Rob and Bob the drag queen are working together. So the fact that he was so shocked that his fellow traitors rat him out, he was pissed. So he going back and forth. He said, you should the same thing. And I'm saying, instead of y'all faithfuls looking at that and realize, listen, say, if Bob the drag queen is the traitor, he go up to say he's a traitor, then whoever he voted, that he came after Rob, because he did vote for Rob, then he would know a fellow traitor, y'all, right? So instead of thinking about that, y'all wasn't thinking. Y'all wanted to get a traitor so badly, and then a traitor gonna help y'all with that. And then they're gonna be like, "Oh my gosh, I was so right, so right, so right." And then that's it. He started getting lax after that. I said, "Oh boy, Cole, you will start searching for other traitors, or you so happy that freaking Boston will help you now? You all of his freaking dumb, boy, bye." So yeah. So all that was going on. So Boss the drag queen, and then Boston was going back and forth, back and forth. Everybody's looking at it and going back and forth. And he said, "You could be the one. I could say this to you. You was this one," and he's just so pissed. So when it came to voting, it came down to Bob the drag queen, Sierra, Nikki, Rob. Boston Rob got one vote, and that came from Bob the drag queen because Bob the drag queen, he knows he's a traitor. He knows the fellow thing. He gave y'all a clue. And if y'all was paying attention, I was saying, why would he put Rob when you know it was someone else? Now he could be doing this tit for tat because he said he called me out, I'm calling you out, because some of them are doing that. Somebody called me out, they want to put a vote. But if he was a traitor, he would know another fatal traitor. So if he was going out and he know he gonna go out, why not give you a hint of someone else who's a traitor so you can get two traitors out? But instead of you being smart with that, y'all should have used that. But no, y'all didn't use that. Y'all was so happy that the traitor got out, then y'all relaxed on your theories or whatever. And not even done because y'all wasn't thinking about nothing. Dylan had a hunch. He circled what he could, but he couldn't put the pieces together. He tried to come at the Bob with drag king the first time. That didn't work. So now Boston Bob helped him. And then now everybody thinking that Boston Bob is a savior because they finally got a traitor out. Now Bob the drag king said, listen, I swear to God that I have not tell a lie. Everything I said was not a lie, it's the truth. But then he said, you know what? That's a lie. I don't believe in God. I'm a traitor. Bye. And everybody said, oh, yeah. They was so happy. That's that first traitor. So Danielle cried because she said she didn't want to go at the bar, and she had to realize she had to betray Bar because she had to go with the group. Because everybody was mostly voting for him. So Boston Rob said, listen, he gonna use Dylan to get to the end and then betray Dylan. Now, Dylan, if you don't freaking wake your ass up, I'm telling you, you pissing me off. You pissing me off. Because you were unfaithful that had your brains together when it came to Bob. But then you let Boston Rob help you get what you want because now he helped you with theory. And now you got blindsided. Now you don't still think that this guy is a boss. I say, listen, West said something. How will you know 100% that someone is a traitor? They say you can't. They say, yes, you can if someone else is a traitor themselves. And I was like, I said, first of all, where y'all been? Have y'all watched the Traitors? Yes, a traitor would know another traitor 100%. And if they get upset with each other, they will call each other out. It is exactly what happened. So yes, someone would know conviction because Boston Rob came to Dylan with strong conviction that he knows that Bob the Drag King is a traitor. And to be honest, Boston Rob, his arguments would become to draw Bob the Drag Queen had some validity, but it still was enough factual stuff to make it seem like that. Other than that Bob the Drag Queen was taken aback. It was shook. So he couldn't really defend himself greatly because he was shocked by it. And he was thrown off guard. Because he was thrown off guard. And it's so crazy how everybody was telling everybody, oh, your name is being out there. I think somebody did tell Boston Rob, no Bob the Drag Queen, that his name was brought up. So he was ready, but he didn't think it was going to come out the Boston Rob. So the traders had their meeting, and they was like, hold up. Now Danielle and Carolyn do not trust Boston Rob. And I said, you know what? Y'all shouldn't trust him. Because he was going after, he did say he would need to go after Bob the drag queen, but y'all was not here for it. But y'all don't think that he was going to actually do it. So now y'all don't trust him. And now they got to murder another faithful. Says who got murder? They said it was down between Sam, Robin, and Gabby. And I said, oh, another housewife. I said, y'all been going at the housewife hard body because Phaedra did a good job last season. It got y'all shook. And the only reason why she got eliminated and stuff like that, it got caught on because her freaking Dusty behind Traitor, and I forgot that person's name. Y'all tell me in the comment section. I forgot the person's name. Went against her. And that's the only way her name was brought up. So y'all automatically thought that another housewife will be a figure traitor this season. If y'all were thinking, I would think another survival player would be a traitor because they kept using survival players as traitors for some reason. I don't know why. The last 2 seasons so far had a survivor traitor. In the first season was survivor traitor themselves. So every season it was a survivor traitor picked. So y'all would not think that one survivor players could be a traitor? But y'all automatically thought another housewife would be a traitor because Phaedra was a housewife last season. She did a good job. So y'all think it was a housewife. So y'all was gunning her for a housewife for a while now. Now Robin was dusty and dumb anyway. But still, she was not easy to be eliminated. But whatever. So Robin got murdered. It's Now Danielle planned to get robbed. Danielle plan is have another fellow trader to work with her to get the mafia big king boss, which is Boston Rob. She needs to get him out, but she had to get someone who could work with her to get him out. And it's not Carolyn because Danielle don't trust Carolyn and Carolyn don't trust Danielle. And Carolyn and Danielle be butting heads. So she can't trust Carolyn to help carry the plan. So her thing is to throw Carolyn under the bus, get her out, get someone else in the pulpit with her, and they can work together to get Boston Rob. I said that is whack to go after Carolyn like that. And nobody gonna believe Carolyn because Carolyn is flying under the radar. Now, at first I didn't care for Carolyn because I said, wow, she's whack, she whack. But then I say, you know what? Kevin is playing a good game. She's playing a good game. Even her quirkiness, her weirdness, she's playing a good game. And she's smart. And some of the stuff y'all was making decisions like that doesn't make sense. But she had to go on with it because she getting very well with it and her voice is getting overlooked. So I vote on Sam told freaking Rob that West was onto him. I don't understand that. See, this is a problem. West said a statement that was true. How would someone know 100% that someone's faithful? You can, unless they are faithful themselves. The fact that Boston Rob 100% was strongly conviction that Ball the Drag Queen was a traitor when he just came to the house and he's new. How he strongly knew that Ball the Drag Queen was the traitor. Otherwise, then you just think that he just orchestrating the people behind the scenes and getting everybody to believe him. Okay, that's what you're doing, right? But the only thing about it, Ball the Drag Queen was outwardly with it. You was like behind the scenes with it. And so Boston Rob talked to Wes, and Wes said, "No, I didn't do it. I didn't do it because Wes don't want Boston Rob to be onto him, so he had to make a lie and say, no, I didn't say it, even though he is." And Wes is onto Boston Rob because he Wes believe and know now that Boston Rob is a traitor. So Boston Rob tried to go to Carolyn and say that, oh, I'm not going to betray you. I'm not going to betray you. Just trust me, work with me. I'm never going to betray you. I said, how she going to believe you when you would just betray one of our own? So if I were Carolyn, I would not trust you either. So you could try to do all this campaigning that you're never going to betray me, but you are going to betray me at the end of the day. I haven't seen a season of Traitors that multiple traitors split the prize pot. Usually, every season that a traitor have won, they usually won on their own. And they betrayed the other fatal traitors to get all the money to themselves. Except for one season they could have, but the girl played them. That's Australia season. That was a great season. I'll tell you that now. So Boston Rob lied to Nikki. And he told Nikki that Bob the drag queen said he was going to come after Nikki is to come from Nikki so Nikki can get him out. No, Bob the drag queen told Rob that he was going after Nikki to get her out, even though Bob the drag queen never told Boston Rob that. So she was like, "Oh my God, really? They were going to really come after me?" So he planted seeds. That was not happening. So they had this next mission Which this is like right here. Also, another thing that got me upset that these freaking traders are fucking dumb. I'm sorry to curse, but they are freaking dumb. They are freaking dumb. I don't understand it. I don't understand it. Or why? Because they had this mission where they had a Alan gonna say a riddle, and you got to select the answer that matched the riddle. If it's correct and you smash it on the ground, a gold dust will come up. If a gold dust is shown that you got it correctly, then there are two shields on a wall portrait. You go pick who you want to be in the place of the shield. At the end of the game, whoever the two pictures that is left at the portrait of the shield frame will be getting the shield and get protected from murder. The game is going on. The game is going on. The game is going on. That the first time we had Derek and Tom. Derek and Tom got the first two answers. They got their thing on a mantle, on a portrait. Then we had Danielle. And then she took Derek name off the mantle and put Dolores' name on it. And I said, why would you put Dolores' name there? Because you want Danielle, you don't want Dolores is another housewife girl and everything, so you want to protect the housewife so she could owe you. So Dolores said, "Oh, okay, thank you, girl. I owe you and everything, whatever." And then Chriselle won, and Chriselle put her name on there. And then Danielle won again. And what this chick did? She took Chriselle's name and put Derek name, because Derek was upset because he said, "Listen, yo, come on, why are you gonna take me off? You supposed to be cool with me." And put Dolores' name. So she said, "Oh, I'm sorry, I should have did that," and put Derek's name back. So they was like, "Hold up, you don't think you're not afraid to get eliminated? You're not afraid to get eliminated because why would you do the second time and pick someone else's name instead of yourself?" So Daniel realized she effed up right there, and nobody thought that was suspicious. That was a clear giveaway that Danielle was a traitor. Because how a person who won twice didn't want to protect themselves and put their name on the frame, and everybody else who's winning the challenge picked their own, but Danielle. So that would make me think. I said, "Hold up, Danielle, you're not afraid to get eliminated because now I think that you are a traitor because you didn't protect yourself. This is a perfect chance to be selfish, and you didn't do that. So because you didn't do that, that means you knew you was automatic safe. So I need the lowest calling out, and it made Danielle think. But everybody's just went on about their way and didn't harp on that at all. So Sierra got the last question, and she took Derek's name under it. So Sierra and Dolores was protected with the shields. So when they was riding back in the van, Danielle told Wes, Ivor, and Dylan that Carolyn could be a traitor. And she threw her name on the bus. So Daniel tried to get Carolyn's name buzzing out there. Now Dylan didn't believe it because he was trying to convince Danielle that it couldn't be, could be. I said, "Dylan, you was dumb anyway, because Carolyn is a traitor." But however, you don't think that she did that because she knew she was getting caught, so she had to throw somebody else's name out there, like. And then Dylan, you so act like you supposed to be so smart, like, so why you get caught on at the whole thing that Danielle did? You so gun ho about Barbara Drag Queen about his outlandish behavior, but Daniel has been playing a really freaking loosely horrible game herself. So Chriselle is thinking that Nikki is a traitor because when Boston Wall was telling Nikki in the car that oh, Ball the drag queen put your name, and he said he was gonna vote for you to get you out. And Nikki made a face, and then Chriselle was so gun ho about that and realized that, oh my gosh, that phrase, her face, her personality, that's something, I don't know, she's my friend. And she made a face, and that made me think that she's a traitor. I said, so because she reacted a certain way, your perception that Nikki is a traitor because of that, I can't believe I was so annoyed with that episode. I said, I know you're not going to turn on your good friend. Knowing good damn well she could be a faithful. Now, she could have been had being a traitor, but she wasn't. Because y'all can't let go that the fact that a traitor could be in that coffin. Y'all couldn't let it go that it was another possibility that a traitor was not put in that coffin. Y'all was gonna hold that. Because of that, y'all focused on it could be Sierra and Nikki. Because Sierra got the shield, even though she could be banished, she still was protected. So everybody was gunning for Nikki. And because Michelle was so focused on her reaction to something. And that was pissing me off. I said, so Michelle, you really gonna turn on this lady because how she reacted? And this was exactly what Nikki was saying when she got eliminated. I said, y'all going off of freaking personalities, how someone reacted, how they are, and not using your freaking dusty brains? Y'all, this cast is one of the dumbest casts. It's up there with one of the seasons of Australia seasons of the Faithfuls. Those Faithfuls were so freaking dumb. It was so blinding. Was the freaking trailer was so vivid. It was so obvious who the traitor was in that season, Australia season. But every time someone was going after them, the Faithfuls voted someone else different way. Because that person flipped in on that person who voted, who was gunning for them. And the Boston Rob is doing the same thing. So banishment happened. Alvor mentioned Nikki, Sierra, and Rob. Chriselle spoke up against Nikki, and that made Nikki upset. That made Nikki hurt because she said, oh my gosh, really? And then her other friend, I think Brittany, also voted for Nikki. And Nikki was hurt because nobody, her close friends that she believed here, did not stick up for her at all. And Bob H said that, oh, Boston Rob could be a badass. What badass person he could be that he, a traitor, got out another traitor, and that would be a bossy move. He said, yeah, that's what happened, but that's not the reason why. So I said, yeah, that could be, but that's not what it was. I said, so y'all just believe in Boston Rob. And then Boston H got murdered. Yeah, Bob H got murdered. I said, so y'all don't think that's suspicious? It was almost unanimous that Nikki got the most votes. And they say, oh, she defend herself. I said, what the hell can she defend? She said the most she can, and she said the best she can. What others? When y'all so gun-ho by someone, it's nothing that a person could do to convince y'all, because y'all was not going by facts. Y'all going by emotions, and that's dangerous. Y'all go by facts. There was no reason that Nikki should be eliminated. You kept going on by personality, Chriselle. Stop that bullshit. So after Nikki is eliminated, as she told y'all need to stop leaning on to someone's personality because not everyone react the same way. Not everybody gonna do the same thing in this type of game. And the fact that y'all focus on someone's personality reaction is gonna make y'all lose the game. Start looking at open and see how people are doing things to move along, to ride on the radar or whatnot, to get you to throw the scent off of them to play this game. You're obviously looking at the wrong stupid ideas. Y'all gun honing or stupid ideologies and reasonings instead of going after the facts. And y'all, when y'all start looking at the facts instead of looking at your emotions and going over those freaking minute kind of things that you would think someone's a traitor. Oh, they look this a different way. They reacted this way. They get defensive. They are aggressive. They this is that. I said, all y'all have so many rule books and so many bullet points of what someone who could be a traitor, how they should react. How traders should be reacting, y'all. Since y'all so smart, but y'all not smart. Because y'all going over something minute, stupid ass reasons why you would vote someone else out and think they're a traitor and not looking at no facts. What other evidence you have other than she made a face? And because you was her best friend, everybody kind of believed you. So Nikki said, "Oh, it is what it is. Y'all want to vote me out?" So she said that, and now you are hurt. Now at this point, Derek know he's confident that Boston Rob is a traitor. So Dylan is telling Carolyn that Danielle is throwing her name out there. And this is another thing. Y'all loose lips. So everybody believing someone and saying this. Y'all going to that person and say, "Oh, this person believe you. This person is thinking you out there. Your name is going thrown out there. Your name is going thrown out there. This is that." I said, so y'all just all gonna tell each other when y'all don't know who's the traitors are. So instead of y'all keeping things to yourself, y'all just going around telling everyone. What's this blind loyalty that you have to someone to go to tell them these things? What is this blind loyalty? Jeremy, you did that. A lot of y'all doing that. Every time somebody's name is being thrown out there the most, y'all going to that person and telling them that. So the traders argue out on the pulpit. They're going back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. So Karen is not having it with the traders, her fellow traders, Danielle and Bossa Rob. She said, listen, they was saying going at the West, Bob H or Ivor. Now they said West and Bob H is not a good options because it will turn on to Bossa Rob. It gonna make him the target. But they end up still murdering Bob H because of what he said. And I also think that Sam also was agreeing with that. And for him to turn his stance in this kind of freaking recent banishment, I said, y'all is wishy-washy around here. Now, because of that, people are gonna start to believe that Bossa Rob is the traitor. Now he's using that to spin it to his narrative and say, "Oh, if I do this, they will go pin this on me and make it so obvious, and now who you're gonna look at and this that." He used that argument. They kind of got him wigging myself out of it. But at the same time, it still wasn't working until West said what he said. West didn't say what he said, Bossa Rob will go home. He would have went home. But since West did what he did, it is what it is. But at the end of the day, even if he did what he did, that still wasn't enough. Because if y'all want concrete evidence, like Robin said, Derek laid out concrete evidence. And that's why I was like, yo, his explanation was so on point, and y'all still let with your emotions because he threatened y'all. But let me get to that. I'll keep going to that. Let me get to it. So Tom Sandoval is thinking that Dolores is a traitor. He's just throwing Dolores' name out there. I don't know why he's saying it. He's just saying it. So Wes and David talk and they said we had to go out the bar. We had to go out the bar so we had to make this move quick. Because if we don't make this move and he onto us, he gonna come and get us. And that's what it is. Boston Rob had this tendency when there's somebody coming after him, he will automatically try to get you out. You come after him, he automatically gonna get you out. That's his gameplay. And he been doing that. He went after Bob the Drag Queen because Bob the Drag Queen mentioned that one of the new guys could be a traitor. So he got him out. He went after Bob H because Bob H called him out and saying that he could be a traitor because he did a bossy move. He got him out. So anybody gonna come after him is gonna be next. So Chriselle, oh no, it was Chriselle. It was Brittany. Brittany and Cameron was talking, and Brittany said that her your name. She heard that her name was thrown out by Cameron. Now, Danielle took a piece of information that was in a pulpit and told Brittany that Cameron was gunning for her. And why would you take information from your pulpit to tell a faithful that another faithful was gunning for her? To put the target on Cameron back. Now, Danielle want Cameron out, so she was using that information to try to get people to turn against Cameron. So Cameron said, "What? Who told you that? This is that." And it was Danielle. Danielle. She would find out that Danielle was throwing her name out there. I think somebody else told her that. I think Eddie Cochelle told her that your name was getting thrown out there by freaking Danielle. But you can't say nothing. She said, right. So they had this mission. They had to topple down the ultimate traitor, meaning they had to explode the traitor, and if it falls down, y'all would get $30,000 added to the prize pot. But also there will be 3 shields there. And you get the 3 shields. You don't tell no one who got the shield, and y'all be safe. So far, we got Dylan got the shield, Chriselle got the shield, and I think Cameron got the shield. But I don't know if Cameron would give it to anyone, but she said she just hold on to it because nobody gonna tell each other who got the shield. To be blinded, that's good. They end up winning. They end up doing a challenge successfully, and they got banked the $30,000 in the prize pot. Good. At this point, Cameron is gun honing against Danielle. She don't trust Danielle. She feel like Danielle's throwing her name out there, and she gunning for her. So Cameron is letting loose. And I said, this isn't Cameron I wanted to see it. I didn't see how you play this game, Cameron, because Cameron, to be honest, Cameron is the only trader that I've been playing a smart game. Now, Boston Rob is playing a smart game, but when he did that bossy move with Bob the Drag Queen, that would make me as a faithful believe that he is a traitor. Because how he's so gun-ho and knowing that Boston Drag Queen was a traitor, and he knew that was going to be 100% he's a traitor, how you know that? So how you know you're so convincingly and so sternly that he's a traitor? Convincingly and sternly that he's a traitor. You will 100% know that because you were a traitor yourself. So that would make me believe. I said, oh yeah, he's the one himself. But I told my people who I was watching the show today with, I said, listen, if Boston Rob end up winning this, I'm going to clap for him. Because nobody else is really showing me how they play the game well, except for Cameron. And if Cameron won too, I was vote for her too, because I said Cameron playing good. So I said, if the Traitors won, I'm going to be sad, happy with y'all. Because I said, y'all faithfuls are playing dumb, and I don't know who else is thinking clearly in their head. Nobody else who's a faithfuls left or really thinking clearly. Nobody. Then it could be, but then it's so far off the Boston Rob behind, he don't want to see nothing. He don't think that Boston Rob is a traitor. He don't want to see it because he helped him with his theory. He helped you, but then that also is another possibility. You don't always go with one possibility. If someone help you get someone out, you still got to have it back in the mind that that person could be a traitor unless you figure out any other possible reason this person cannot be a traitor and you know for a fact after all your reasons that this person is faithful. You should not automatically think that person is a faithful because they help you get someone out. That could also mean that person could be a traitor and they know the detail and they help y'all make y'all look to make themselves look like it's a faithful, even though they're a traitor. And that's what he was doing. And now everybody's all up on freaking Rob Dick. I'm sorry to say that. Now, nobody looking at him. So I say if nobody else is around here or smart enough to start going at the grain of salt, Derek know he's going to be going off soon. Listen, they got West out. So Derek was the only one who was coming at the Boston Rob, and Boston Rob had this agenda. If you come after him, he gonna come after you. So Derek knew that he might get murdered. But if he did get murdered, it's obvious. It's a obvious giveaway. That would be Boston Rob. So they can't use him right now, but he will be going soon because he knows his days are numbered. if Boston Robbie, he don't play his hand soon, then people gonna start looking at him soon as well. Because as they keep eliminating these faithfuls like, oh my gosh, y'all, what are we doing? And then they're gonna start. Hopefully, they wake their asses up, but we'll see. So Boston Rob was told by freaking Brittany that his name is getting thrown out there. Which I said, why? Why are we telling this person? We should not have to tell Boston Rob his name was getting thrown out there. Now he's a defensive, and now he going. He know how to go rebuttal himself. So Boston Rob asked Danielle, "Is it true? Is his name being thrown out there?" But Danielle said no. They say in West, so he gonna use West. So banishment happened. Dolores questioned Tom. Tom sitting there like, this is that. She said, oh, you don't have to, no, don't be nervous, don't be nervous and everything. And she says, don't be nervous and everything. It's like that. You can explain yourself and everything, but I just understand why you be throwing my name out there if you have nothing factual evidence against me. And Tom acting weird. Tom looked weird out. He facial expression stupid. He's eating weirdly. He looking like, what the hell is he looking at? Like, boy, if you're gonna start using your brain, use your brain. And Tom said, "Oh, she doesn't ask questions. Don't try to act and look for a traitor." He said, "I don't talk to you directly, but that doesn't mean I don't actively ask questions and talk." So Derek came at the Boston Rob and made a perfect case of actual facts against Boston Rob. Boston Rob said West, and then a lot of ladies pound up and said, Brittany, I think, Chriselle and everything popped up and said how West came out, he's so aggressive. And here we go again, coming after the personality. West said he's a progressive, he's aggressive, he's one of the known name game winners out there. His name is well known. Now, I never watched the challenge, but, his name is out there. People know West. And he's upset. He was upset, so he coming to threat. He said, listen, if you come after me, I'm coming after y'all. Basically said, oh my God, what is it? Is that threat? You threatening us? Now, West, he said that kind of sealed the deal for him because these favorites already is going after the motion. So for you to say that, they not going to think of no logic until everything that Derek said just went out the freaking window because you hurt the case. If you would have stayed cool, calm, collected, and said, listen, this is my personality, y'all. Y'all can't keep using somebody's personality against them because you're not going to win this game by only attacking personalities. You got to start looking at facts and logic and not emotions. So Kevin said Wes is using it as a scapegoat. And she went after Danielle, which I was like, y'all don't realize that the traitors are going after each other. Boston Rob is a traitor, and then Carolyn come after Danielle directly because she had her name is getting thrown out there by Carolyn about Danielle. And Danielle said, who told you to know I didn't say that? And Brittany said, no, I didn't say that. So like that. I was saying, who was telling you that? Because the only way Brittany name you was getting thrown out there was because Carolyn was mentioning your name in the freaking pulpit. So Danielle bought information from the pulpit to betray your fellow traitors to go after someone else. Now, how Boston Rob gonna look at you now? Because now you taking information out there and putting it out there to everybody else. Stop that. That's not how we're supposed to do. The traitors so far this season have been disastrous. Because they so chaotic and the faithfuls are dumb, it's making the season entertaining because people watch and say, oh my gosh, how they gonna go? What they gonna do? But at the same time, it's making us feel like, damn, this is governments as faithfuls, and this traitors is very chaotic. And the traitors are more entertaining right now than the faithfuls because after faithfuls, because faithfuls is disappointing. I don't care about none of these faithfuls right now. Unless they start acting stupid, acting right, and start getting these traitors out and start thinking for myself, I don't care. Derek is the only one so far I could believe that he could do good, but I think he gonna come missing because they're gonna come after him soon. So here we go. West and Boston Rob was almost tied. And Sierra had the title vote, and she went to go west because she said, "Oh my gosh, I was gonna go after Boston Rob because, but I went at the U.S. because you kind of threatened me, and I don't like that." I said, "Get the fuck out of here! Get the hell out of here! You disappointing us, Sierra, because you're not giving nothing either. You're not putting nothing on the table to try to figure out nothing. None of y'all is really giving us anything." So West said, he said, "Listen." But West saying that he will come after anyone who come after him is a downfall. Got everybody's upset because he said he made a threat. He whoop the whoop whoop. And I said that was a bad move for him to do if he was a traitor. Why y'all would think he would be a traitor if he could be upset y'all coming after him like that? Come on now. He would not make that stupid ass move like that. No. So he said, F all y'all. He said, listen, I'm telling y'all, I was trying to be here. I was well known here. I'm good here. I'm a great game. And if they're not trying to come here to find be a lot of the traitor, get the traitor out and win this game. But I'm like, you know, I don't even know who it is because I'm a faithful. And everybody said, oh my God. He said, F all of y'all. F all of y'all. Middle finger up and walked out. And I said, you know what? Yes. F y'all faithfuls because y'all not doing, y'all is horrible. Horrible. So Brittany came out there and she said, oh, you're a solid piece of like. When I asked you if you said you coming at the Boston Rob, he said no, because he said the reason why Derek said it because he said you up a Boston Rob behind. You ride a Boston Rob dick like it's a rodeo, like you a city girl. So no, I didn't tell you the truth. So now I think you a freaking traitor because now you sitting here running coast to buy this whole freaking thing, and nobody coming after you and looking at you. So, oh my God! Yes, yes, that's what he didn't tell you. And then you took your happy behind to sprint your ass to freaking Boston Rob and tell him that was coming after him. Good, get out of here. I don't care. I don't care. And yes, I'm agitated and I'm annoyed because I said y'all don't have to play this game. Y'all playing horribly. The traders are all over the place. The faithfuls are chaotic. So it's like, what is going on? No, I say that wrong. The traders are chaotic. The faithfuls don't know what the hell they're doing. They don't know what they're doing. They don't. And that's sad. It is sad. But oh well. So West went home. Now everybody's all feeling something kind of way. Now the faithful's going. Another faithful getting eliminated. I say y'all handle this to the trader. And the fact that this season the traders are not going to reveal if they are traded at the end, so y'all will not know if they are traded or not. And y'all playing horribly. So the traders win. I will give it to them, even though them themselves are horrible themselves. I can give it to Boston Rob because he played it so well a good game because he using the people intelligence against them. Even though he know his back against the corner a little bit, if they push hard enough and they start thinking more logically than emotionally, that he know his days are numbered. He know it's going soon. That's he getting really frantic. But so that's why he's starting to try to play a bigger game. But it ain't gonna help him now because now he did that move and then his fellow traders are going against each other. So Carolyn and Danielle and Boston Rob was in there. And they said, Boston Rob said, listen, I thought we said we're not going at each other. He said, yes, we say that, but oh well, my thing was thrown out there. You say something they said. And he said, how she would know? I was told her. She said, well, I told her this because you was coming out. I said, well, I said her name in the pulpit. So you told her some of the information. So now Boston Rob looked at Danielle and said, listen, did you tell him that? And she was saying, no. I said, yes, you did. You did. Now he don't believe you. And it was so funny because Danielle and Cameron was going back and forth. All bets is off between those two. All bets is off between those two. And he said, we're going to go. So Cameron said, we're going to go after Danielle. Let's get Danielle out. And I was like, oh my God, oops. Danielle said, what? If you come after me, I'm going to fight back. If you come after me, you say my name, I'm going to fight. I'm going to put up a fight. Because I am survivor. I'm not no giver. She going to fight. And Cameron said, oh, I'm coming after you. Oh, it is what it is. I don't care what you said, Boston Rob. I don't care what you say. I'm coming after freaking Danielle. Point blank period. So I don't even know who they're going to try to eliminate. I know next week they're going to say they're going to eliminate somebody face to face. So Whoever eliminate that person will find out who the traitors are by face-to-face elimination. But after that, that's that. That was so funny. I'm here for you, Kevin. Kevin said, I'm going to have to do Danielle. Point blank, period. There's no questions asked. You don't have to worry about me. If I'm going to come after you, I'm going to come after you. So it is what it is. So get yourself ready. Now, I was like, damn. Who they going to vote for? Because if you go after Devitt, it's an obvious, clear sign that both of us are traded. You're going to come after Devitt because there's a clear sign eliminating him. And the fact that the traitors, Kevin and Danielle, go at each other like that in the round table should be starting to be suspicious, especially when Danielle did what she did. So I was like, come on, y'all don't start thinking your brains. What did these three traitors go to win? We haven't get a chance to recruit me yet. I would hope with big personalities and big time players in here, this will be a great season. Nah. It's okay because it's chaotic. It's entertaining because it's chaotic. But nobody want to keep seeing a bunch of faithfuls being so freaking dumb. It don't make the game interesting. We need to see some faithfuls that's at least smart enough, at least some way, to go to fighting back and fight back for and make us seem something. But whatever, that's how it goes. That's my review of episode 4, 5, and 6 of season 3 of Traitors. And we're going to keep it to review it until it's finished. So we're going to do the next 3 episodes. So my next part will be after 7, 8, and 9. Okay, at the episode 9, I will do another set of review. Okay? I hope y'all enjoyed this. Please like, comment, subscribe to my channel, and tell me your thoughts down below in the description box or the comment section down below. Not the description box. Tell me your thoughts in the comment section down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. All right? I'll talk to you later. Peace out.